challenges. We have different ideas we can put forward the table. Firstly, to have a gala format of the league, the way you saw the ladies football league, maybe the basketball league, where we can converge teams.
Even the rugby league played just one leg of that. It was a
one leg with no
season.
team having home advantage.
Yeah.
That's one of the ideas we are having, because it is very difficult, especially considering that there is curfew. If you have a team traveling, for instance, from Mbale, playing in Kampala, the match ends at 6 or 7, you are not sure how they will beat the curfew, especially having to drive back home to Mbale, and other distant teams like Tororo, Soroti, Ibanda, and the like. So the most realistic situation is having a gala format of the league, and also having the clubs knockout, which is our knockout competition, the equivalent of the
Super Cup,
Stanbic Uganda Cup in football.
Okay.
Then have as many individual single venue championships as we can.
Now, I know the couple of guys pool enthusiasts watching from across the country, but you can tell your friend to tell a friend that you can stream this live on the UBC YouTube page, because Peter Chove is not streaming like he had promised a couple of you to do so, isn't it?
Yeah, because of the terms and conditions of UBC, which we respect. We shall take the airplay and do the rest.
Chove, you talked of that tournament that you hosted at Najera Nkombe. Taught it.
Yeah.
But tell Ugandans what exactly happened down there, who won what, and what was the quality of competition like, because it's been a while since we played pool officially, because I use that word officially because I know you guys have been have been stealing a moment or two to play, and every one of us, I mean, it's the COVID-19 pandemic. Many of us stole moments to go to the salon and cut our hair.
For us, it's a way of life anyway.
Okay. How was the tournament proper?
At Port it in Najera Nkombe.
And which days was it? You said about?
It was on the 19th, from the 19th to the 21st of March.
Okay.
Which is 4 weeks ago. Okay. I mean, as in 8 weeks ago,
8 weeks ago, March.
Yeah, we had 128 and 33 of the best, 128 men and 33 of the best ladies in the country competing for cash, trophies, and ranking points, positions in the national teams, and the like. We had the number 4 seed, who is also the national champion, Mansur Wanika, defeating Alfred Gumekiriza, also known as Black Sheep, in the final to lift the men's version. And the ladies' top seed, a young player called Rashida Mutesi, defeated Justin Nampewa, your friend, in the final.
No, put it right. Everyone in the pool family, I think most sports men and women in Uganda, my friends. My wife watching at home may think, hey,
that why you mentioning ladies.
Go ahead.
And she's watching.
She can't
she's
think
your
that
friend anyway.
She can't think that.
And she reached her first final in a competitive tournament, and she lost honorably. It was 8-4 to a young Rashida Motesi, who is considered by many as one of the best prospects of a pool player on the continent.
She's no longer, she's arrived. She has indeed arrived. She arrived a couple of seasons ago, I'm certain. Before that season, before COVID-19 came and ravaged the world, Rashida Mutesi was the player that everyone was looking at.
We are only waiting for her to break onto the international scene with the same vigor as she has locally.
So what were the prizes then at Portit? Because I know some of them still have that money, but just I'm asking this because I want Ugandans to appreciate sport, especially during COVID-19.
Yeah.
If there's anyone watching in authority and they learn that someone got $1 million Uganda shillings in March, maybe around that time some schools were reopening, so I can pay fees for my what? For
Definitely.
my child. The moment we leave sport to be amateurish, then we are going to lose it. But if people appreciate that pool is played and guys win big monies. Peter?
Yeah, for the ladies, the winner, that is Miss Rashida Mutesi, walked away with a trophy, a medal, the prestigious ranking points, as well as $1 million shillings.
Okay.
There were cash prizes for the top 4. The second place, Justin Nampewa, took half of the winner's prize money, that is 500,000 shillings.
But that gentleman on your screen is called Simon Lugura Computer, aka Computer. And that one is Richard Naiga Lukia, an African champion.
She came fourth in the tournament.
And she's sister to the winner.
Sister to the winner.
Yep.
But third was Anka Sheila, new signing for Scrap Buyers Pool Club. For the men, there were 2 million shillings on top of a trophy and a winner's medal, gold, for Mr. Mansour Bwanika. The second place, Alfred Gumekiza. He's such an inspiration.
I'll allow you a glimpse. The moment our producer puts a picture on the screen, you tell Ugandans who that is. I know her, but please do so.
That is Miss Rita Nimusima, our national champion. She is also the record Kampala Open champion, as well as the 3-time seed #1, as well as 3-time West Papua player.
She looks nice, eh?
Let's not go there. Now the third place gentleman, that is Mr. Richard Akamplira, walked home with 500,000 shillings on top of a medal. And the fourth place, who is also ranked #8, that is Mr. Mustafa Bwire.
Please, take a glimpse on that.
That is Alfred Gumekiza, the national team champion. Black Sheep, who came second in the event. I was talking of him. That is Nathan Bwankosia, a retired pool player, the one of only 2 qualified coaches.
Our producer, that is the picture I've been waiting for. That is the girl.
That is Victoria Namuyanja.
I've got some lighting in my picture. I thought that was Rashida.
She missed the tournament for health reasons, but in a good way. If you know, you know. We are hoping to see her back on the table as soon as possible.
Go ahead with the tournament. Any other prizes?
The fourth place for the men walked with 250,000.
There is some other person on the screen.
That is Miss Angela Bosinje. She is contemplating retirement.
Why? And that is
Miss
Faith
Amina Nganda, the current ladies captain of the national team. She reached the quarterfinals of the Grand Open, and while she was having a baby on her back as she played.
That is great. Anyways, I took Peter Chobe through all that, and that is the girl. That is the girl. That is the girl they've been talking about. She won that tournament. Litho Rashida Mutesi. She beats up on anyone on any day. And she's the player to beat lately in Ugandan pool. If you've been watching a lot of pool in Uganda, it shifted from the Rita Nimusimas, from the Victoria Namuyanjas of this world, and now she's the one in our local slang who we say is on Yariko. So, Peter. And which function was that, Peter?
This was the national team training schedule when the team was receiving a sponsorship package from one of our sponsors. It was 5 million shillings as they were heading to South Africa for the All Africa Black Ball Championship.
And that arena is the Q Sports in Ntinda?
That is Q Sports House in Ntinda. The ladies fortunately won the Black Ball Championships, and we are champions.
In Zambia?
If all goes well and we have the event this year, travel is guaranteed, and the ladies shall be traveling as defending champions. The men came second to South Africa. That's where we are positionally as pool. Now,
Peter, you're going to tell Ugandans about the restart, because many various competitions are getting their restart, and I'm certain there's swimming that is underway. And by the way, let me tell you something. Why did I ask you to talk about the monies involved? A sport like swimming in the past only gave medals and trophies, but now there's a commercialized swimming league, at the end of which people will get money. I think for the first time in Uganda. It's very important, because everywhere in the world the sport is played for money, because Ugandans don't respect memoirs. I accept that medal, very great, but Ugandans don't appreciate those medals per se, because if I kept that medal at home, my child will ask me, Daddy, what is the relevance of this?
We can't the medal.
We can't eat anything for lunch and supper. So I think that is very important for us. We need to invest money in sport. Then someone will appreciate that, yes, pool may not be your big one, say at the National Council of Sports, but tell you what, there are guys that live off it. If someone got 2 million shillings in March and gets, because a person like Rashida Mutesi, that girl, in winning that amount of money, she's still, like Peter clearly told you, Miss Rashida Mutesi. That means she stays at her parents' home or thereabouts, and that is good money to help run their family, especially during these times of COVID-19. That is how sport should be looked at in Uganda, not as one where we go and put the ball around for fun, then we go back home and relax as if there's nothing. Everything is normal. Peter, the restart of the league is going to be a little difficult. What are your negotiations with the National Council of Sports? Because you need, one, to vaccinate. Have you talked to National Council of Sports, and where are we at?
Now, as Pool Association of Uganda, we had a double challenge with the lockdown on sport.
Yeah.
Because we are double affected. The fact that the sport is mainly played in
bars.
I would say bars or entertainment centers,
which are still,
and yet it gathers crowds.
Okay.
Bars are under lockdown, same as crowds. So for pool, it's a little more challenging than other sports. However, now that sport is reopened with standard operating procedures, we can talk to our venue owners such that the sport is played at their venues, while not necessarily opening the bar side of the business. Okay. Not to have their usual customers into the venues, but have the players, maybe team managers, no fans. That's where we are going. But they have always told us that it has had a business effect on them. For instance, the moment the venue is open, I'm talking about a bar in this case, then KCCA will come in for the case of Kampala and things like that. It's a little more challenging. So that's why I told you in the beginning that our most realistic...
Just a minute, our producer's just putting out something for us. There's some breaking news happening. Okay. And let's get to see what the breaking news. Juventus have sacked Andrea Pirlo as manager after 1 year. Andrea Pirlo, of course, Juventus not playing the football they deserve to be playing this season. And of course, every one of you knows that Cristiano Ronaldo packed his cars from Italy, heading them back either to Spain, England, or Portugal. That means if Cristiano is also about to leave, you no wonder Andrea Pirlo is the manager that has got to leave. But Juventus had got a stranglehold on the Scudetto, but I couldn't hold on to it this season as Inter Milan ran rampage and won it. Courtesy of one man, I think, that played a big part, Romelu Lukaku. Andrea Pirlo is no more at Juventus. Continue, sir.
Yeah, I was talking about the double impact of the lockdown on the sport. And I was saying that the most realistic opportunity for us to open is to have a gala format where we can have a venue.
But what are your plans like? Because there are many guys out there watching. There are many pool enthusiasts I know are following you now, Peter. They take this for final. This is Uganda Broadcasting Corporation TV,
yes,
the public broadcaster. And when you come here, you're speaking from a point of authority. How are you going to ensure this is done? Practically, tangibly, Peter.
I am safe in pool, but I will say single-legged league.
Single-legged league. And by the way, how many clubs do you think are interested in coming back?
I'm talking about a dozen or so as of now, but we have a big membership across the country. We want to attract as many as possible. We are looking at the Federation of the Uganda Pool Sports Associations. If we can have as many clubs from the countryside as possible, registering their associations, because from now, in the roadmap we're having with the National Council, we are supposed to be a federation in the nearest time possible. If we can have regional leagues from across the divide in the country, then we also have a Kampala Pool League and probably have playoffs between the best performing clubs from all across the country in the different regional leagues. Then we have a national champion from there. That's one of the things that we're having on table. We're also considering having the Kampala Pool League as probably the topmost pool league, the senior league, where other qualifiers from the different regional leagues can qualify to come in a way of promotion and demotion. Those are some of the
constitutionally things okay, because I know the pool family.
Yeah,
I know the pool family. I know where you pull strings and where you pull.
Provided, but the same constitution allows the executive committee to take decision upon anything which the constitution doesn't provide for. In that way, it is constitutional.
Okay, let's go for a break. When we get back, Peter will tell you about whether they are going to accommodate the women in this particular scenario that they're building as Pool Association of Uganda as they plan a comeback of sport.